I thought this would never arrive. Welcome back. Now, this is something I have been waiting for a very long time. I pre-ordered it sometime last year, I forget when, and the release date just kept getting put back and back and back. But finally, it showed up. And I'm going to be honest here, this will be a brutally honest review. I have been in a shitty mood for weeks now, and I've had this for a number of days. I just did not have the energy or the desire to take a look at it, but I'm feeling better today, so I'm going to take a look at this. And like I said, I will give you my absolute honest opinions on this. Now, the first thing that really struck me was the packaging. I had wrongly assumed that the Batcave in Wayne Manor would have been formed from the box. That clearly not the case. The box itself is massive. I think this is on par with the sort of Castle Grayskull size of box. So it really took me by surprise when I saw the outer carton lying at the front door. I thought, my God, that thing is huge. Beautiful artwork, actually, has to be said. Quite stunning. And the classic TV logo there. And we've got the Joker passed out, which is kind of funny. And this is being hailed as a deluxe box set. And they're calling it 5 points, which I'm assuming is in reference to the articulation. My first ever Mezco toy, so I really don't know what to expect. Back of the box shows us what we're going to get inside. So it does contain a playset, Batmobile, and 7 3.75-inch figures with a ton of accessories. Interestingly enough, ages 18 and up. Not a toy for children. Interesting. So anyway, all I can really do is open this up and see what we're talking about here, but heavy as well. And as I said, I had assumed that the Wayne Manor Batcave would have been formed from the box. Doesn't appear to be the case. So anyway. Wow. Okay. This is going to be quite awkward. It's so big to try and get this all in shot. I don't know where to start. So we have instructions. I guess it's mostly how to sort of form the Batcave. So we'll put that to the side for now. I'm going to try and show you this, what you see upon opening the box. It's really well done, actually. I'm assuming this is the Batmobile, but they're all the figures and the accessories. Very nice. And yep, Batmobile. What should I do first? It's decisions. Let's look at the figures first, actually. Oh, also as well, the Batcave. I'm assuming that's underneath somewhere. Let's see. Yes. Figures first, like I said. I'm going to put everything on the floor. I'll put this on the floor for now to free up some space, because like I said, this thing is massive. So, Batman, Robin, Alfred, Joker, Penguin, Catwoman, and Riddler. And I like how they've done it like this. Very cool, and the back here is just some cardboard packaging. So, I'm going to have to cut the tape, I guess. Okay, luckily I have the knife very handy here. So, don't know what that is yet. So we have our 7 figures and a ton of accessories. So we'll take a look at Batman first. And, oh, it's a funny cape. Oh, that's very rubbery. That feels very strange. Anyway, figure itself, it's okay. Not as nice as the Funko Reaction 3.75. I mean, it's okay, it's not terrible, but I'm still, this cape is, that's a weird feeling to it, but actually sits quite nicely. Now he does come with a Bruce Wayne head, and oop, pops off pretty easily actually. And there's that funny cape. So yeah, honestly, I'm not ever going to use the Bruce Wayne head, so I don't know why they bothered including that. The accessories, they're actually taped down to stop them popping out. We've got the typical sort of pow bam type bubbles, bat link, batarang, bat spray. There's a bat shield as well. Can this come out? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It doesn't actually fold, but it has some nice sort of grip handles there. Let me see if he can hold this. Yeah, I guess I don't really want to force anything because it doesn't feel all that sturdy. And again, it is rather cold in here, so I don't want to force any of the plastic. But it's a nice looking shield, certainly. So yeah, the Batman, pretty good. Robin, again, I'm trying to think what this reminds me of, this rubber. I don't know. It's nice, but it's weird. Anyway, Robin, as good as you can expect. Not bad. Alfred has two heads. Oh, also comes with a Dick Grayson head for Robin. Alfred, well, his hair's rather dark, isn't it? They have done it in a shade of grey, but it's way too dark. He looks okay, I guess. Not, I mean, if you were to show somebody this head and say, what character is that? You may not immediately think of Alfred. His alternate head has the bowler hat and the mask. Riddler, he's kind of, his legs have been molded in a bit of a pose. Foot pegs are present, so that I guess they will stand up. We'll get to the Batcave, I guess. I wonder if that does. In fact, they're right there. I missed this to begin with. Each figure comes with its own figure stand, which is quite nice. Just a generic black stand, but when you put the figure on, does it go in? I can't see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it works. Works a treat, actually. Very nice inclusion there. So yeah, Riddler's nice, and he comes with the alternate head with a mask. He has a couple of accessories. Got his cane, the question mark cane, which is quite nice, and a bag of loot. Catwoman, again masked or unmasked, your choice. Very slender figure. Does look good actually. Not at all bad. Nice curves, all in the right places. Penguin. No cigarette in the mouth, and obviously there wouldn't be a cigarette accessory. He's all right. Slightly softer plastic for his coat, and again, alternate head is a masked head. And finally, the only figure not to get an alternate head is the Joker. And he is pretty good, actually. Yeah, the head sculpt is really nice for a figure of this size. And he has a couple of accessories, one of which is appears to be a bat utility belt, but fuck. I don't know how he's supposed to put that on unless he's just holding it because he's stolen it from Batman. And finally, we have what I can only assume are the pole or the bat poles for the Batcave playset. Obviously, there are instructions here which probably follow, but... Ah, I get it. Okay, here's what happens. So, obviously this just goes in like so. These parts are interesting. So, these allow Batman and Robin to climb the bat pole. So it appears that you use this little plastic piece around the figure's waist, and then can clip that onto the bat pole to give the illusion of Batman and Robin sliding down the bat pole. That's kind of cool. There we go. I can make it more realistic or not, I don't know. Okay, not bad. Certainly an improvement on the McFarlane bat poles, that's for sure. So that concludes the first part where we take a look at the figures. Now, in addition to the figures, we also have a Batmobile, which we're going to take a look at in just 1 second, because I can see there are a couple of components here for the Batmobile, one of which is the flames for the turbine exhaust, and what I think is the aerial for the Batmobile. So let's take a look at the Batmobile. Okay, the Batmobile. This is a huge improvement on the Funko 3.75 scale Batmobile. This looks far, far more in scale with the figures. Now, as I said, there were a couple of pieces that we need to attach. I guess this will go in like so. And the flame, which just pops in there. So yeah, oh, that's a cool feature. So already there's something I didn't know. When you turn, or when the wheels turn, it also causes this turbine on the back to turn. That's a novel touch, I guess. And also has a functioning bat saw. Hey, there we go. Not bad. Very similar to the Corgi I had as a kid, where that one actually had a functioning saw as well. Very well sculpted, actually. It's got a matte finish to it, which is quite nice. The paint on the front is not the best. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but there are some parts where it's not looking too good. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I'm going to say this is not a good paint job. Could do better there. Inside, nice details, but they've even got a manual gear shifter. Bat phone, obviously. Yeah, fire extinguisher. Everything is there, but how does Batman fit inside? Yeah, this cape is working out well because it just folds under quite nicely. Oh yeah, this is definitely in scale with the figures. Obviously, a big problem with the McFarlane was the fact that the Batmobile was far too small, and the Funko Reaction Batmobile is definitely too small as well. This one seems to be the right size. Perfect. Very good. All in all, this might be the best Batmobile and Bat figure combo I've seen yet. Obviously, the best, without doubt, is a combination of using Mattel's Batmobile with the McFarlane Batman figure. But in this case, both the Mezco figure and the Mezco Batmobile do go hand in hand. Yeah, this is a really nice representation of the Batmobile. So this alone is probably the best part. But anyway, let's take a look at the Batcave. Okay, so I've got the components out of the box, and this is definitely the Achilles heel of the set. This does not look good at all. They're calling these computers Machine 1, Machine 2, and Table. And these are glorified origamis. Not at all good looking. Although I did know they were made of cardboard, I didn't realize they would be quite so, or such flimsy cardboard would be used. And the The Batcave itself is a series of cardboard pieces, slightly sturdier cardboard, and it does have Velcro to hold everything in place. There are many components here. And there's this classic that we see in the opening credits of the show as the Batmobile leaves the Batcave. And we have, where's the Wayne Manor element to this? Oh, and there's the turntable for the Batmobile. Again, just a cardboard disc. But, oh, there we go. So I guess that's it for Wayne Manor, just on the back end. This is not at all good quality. So I'm going to assemble this and we'll take a look at everything once it's all complete. Okay, so constructing this was an absolute pain in the ass and the quality is absolutely shocking. These Bat computers are an absolute disgrace. As I said, it was like an origami type thing to get these built, and the tabs don't stay in place. You may need to sort of tape this down or glue this down. At the price point to have included cardboard Bat computers, etc., is just ridiculous. McFarlane did their, I think it was like $30 Batcave, all plastic, albeit the Bat computers were hollow. It doesn't matter, they look okay. These are terrible. This table, I could not for the life of me get the fold to stay in place, and it's just garbage, utter garbage. The Batcave itself is no better. It's basically two boxes that have been velcroed to another piece of cardboard, and that is your Batcave. The only saving grace would be the fact that the bat poles are somewhat decent, especially in comparison to McFarlane's, but for $140 for this set, I am not at all happy. Yes, the Batmobile is really good, the figures are okay, but this is an absolute disgrace to have charged anything like the $140 they did for this set. In all honesty, I would put the price point somewhere around $75 for this at most. The quality of the end result does not justify that price. I mean, look at this. It's a cardboard box, and a not very good one at that. The turntable does turn just, but you could never. Well, there you go. You have to really force the Batmobile down to get that to turn. You can actually have the Batmobile burst out of the Batcave, but it did say it wasn't a toy. This you could actually give to a kid, tell him to knock himself out. It'll be broken in 5 minutes, but that's all it is good for. This is not a nice display piece. It's not at all well made, and there's your Wayne Manor for those interested. That is Wayne Manor, and on this side we do see where the Batmobile emerges from the Batcave. So, I did say I would be brutally honest at the beginning, and my honest opinion is it's all a little bit shit. Batmobile aside, figures are passable, Batmobile very good, Batcave garbage. And sadly this was not worth the wait. So those of you who are thinking about this, I would say give it a miss, to be honest. Unless you really do need a nice 3 3/4 inch scale Batmobile, this is not at all worth getting. So just my honest opinion.